And of course, I managed to get myself started off on mute, and I forgot that I muted myself. So let's try that again. Hi, everyone. Welcome to another live write-in. I hope you guys are ready to get a lot of writing stuff done and that you guys had an awesome week. My name is Misha Gerrick. I am a writer from South Africa, and I mainly write young adult and adult urban and epic fantasy. So, yeah, I also want to say a special thank you to anyone who is going to be watching this on playback, because I always appreciate you guys. But I also really appreciate the guys who are watching the live streams as they are happening. So if you are here to do a live stream with me, please do drop me a comment in the chat and let me know how things are going and how your week went, and also just what you're going to be working on today. So just as an aside, I will be multi-streaming this to 3 places: my Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. So yeah, if I start showing people that you don't see in the chat, that would be why. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to seeing and hearing from you guys, and yeah, let's have some fun. On my side, maybe I should just mention my week was a bit crazy, and it's all started on Monday when I just basically kicked off the week with a raging migraine. So that wasn't fun at all, but it started like that, and it took me until about Wednesday to just not feel like I want to die anymore. And since then, so I'm a little bit behind on all my stuff, but I'm going to be using my streams today to be catching up. And Spencer's here. Hey, Haley, welcome. Let me know how you do, or how you're doing, and how your week went, and what you'll be working on. Are you working on anything for today's stream? All those fun things. Let me know. I want to know. I'm curious. And yeah, while I'm waiting for comments to come in, I'm just going to give us a quick rundown on how my streams work. So, because of the fact that sometimes I don't get a chance to really work on any writing stuff on the weekend, I basically give myself an early and easy start by actually starting with a very short sprint of 5 minutes, and then on each sprint that happens after that, I add 5 minutes more until we reach a 25-minute one, and then we subtract 5 minutes again until we get back to 5. So it's just a fun way to build up. It's a little bit more intensive, and it takes a bit longer than most other sprints and streams where people usually do 15-minute sprints, but it's a bit of a challenge. So we work our way up to it and get a lot of stuff done that way. Spence says, I'm doing a lot of live stuff and small bursts of writing, so I'm mostly just here to add to watch time and throw confetti around. Yay! I love confetti, so that's awesome. But thanks so much for stopping by and helping with the watch time. It's much appreciated. And good luck with the live stuff, because live stuff is also important. So let's see. Let me just check that I have that setting. Yep, cool. All right, so I think everybody's just basically starting to trickle in and coming by and just settling in. So I'm just going to give everyone a few minutes to just kind of get going. But I'm thinking, while I'm waiting for everyone to respond, I'm going to set us up for the first sprint, because then it just gives everybody just time to quietly come in, and then they can just let me know how they're doing once we're done. So let me just set that up quick. All right. So in case anyone wonders, I do mute myself during these sprints because I'm trying to actually yeah, I usually listen to music in the background, and I don't want to get copyright infringe, or what do you call it, flag for copyright infringement. So that's mainly why I go on mute. But yeah, that's basically all I'm trying to say. I think if there's any more housekeeping to do, but I think not for right now. So I'm going to set us up, and then I will see you at exactly 10 minutes past. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. And time's up. Let me know how you're doing. And Better Days Are Here is also back. Hey, welcome back. Let me know what you're going to be working on. I want to know all the fun things. How did your week go? All those things, let me know. And then everyone just drop me a comment to let me know how you did with this very short sprint. On my side, I managed to copy paste a short part of a story to Wattpad where I'm going to be posting it. So now I just need to put the formatting back to make sure that everything looks the way that it's supposed to. So that's basically what I did. I'm probably going to get that done in the next sprint, which is cool. So yeah. And let me just set up the next timer. Okay. Right, so I'm not sure about but whether or not anyone actually took part in that stream, because now I'm not seeing any comments. But yes, so for now, I'm kind of just let me give them a few more seconds. So just as a rundown, what I'm going to be doing, I will be watching, I'll be posting a new story to Wattpad, and then I will be doing some edits to something else I did previously. And then I have a cover that I have to make and some formatting that I need to do for a short story that I want to share for part of this. And let me just go open that up. So, nope, wrong place. That. So this is basically a thing that I'm hosting, that I'm basically running until the end of the month. And anyone is welcome to join. And yeah, pretty much the rules are as stated. You can just use the hashtag ghostly encounters and post a story about your ghostly experience, whether it's fictional or not. Mine is not. So it's actually about my first encounter I had with a ghost. And yeah, so it's going to be interesting. But I've written the short story and it's in draft form. But I actually want to share that story as a kind of reward for the people who have been who have been subscribed to my Patreon. So I'm basically doing that first. But where I plan to actually post the story will be as a narrated video with animations and things on it. So it's the first time I'm going to be doing something like that, but I'm excited to try, and that's basically what I'm going to be doing. But I need to edit the story a little bit first, because I realized that there was something that I always assumed about the house I'm writing about, and that might not have been true. So I had to do some research, and I discovered that, yeah, correct, I need to rewrite a paragraph or so. So I'm going to be doing that tonight, and that's basically it for now. But other than that, I'm doing the cover and formatting. I basically have book 3, which is usually the thing that I always have hanging over my head. So I really need to get that done. It's the 3rd book in my series, The War of 6 Crowns. So yeah, long story, but that's basically what I'm working on. I have more than enough to keep me busy this whole sprint, or this whole stream. So yeah. But anyway, I see 2 people are watching. One, if you guys aren't spins, please do let me know say hi and let me know what you're working on. Okay, in the meantime, I'm going to jump us back into the next sprint, because it does seem like we're not having a lot of sprinters, no updates coming in. So I'm going to count us down, and then I will be back at 25 past the hour, basically. So let me just, I will get to that where I actually remember to do all this stuff. All right, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. And time's up. How did you guys do? Let me know. On my side, I'm still going through my my Wattpad story looking for italics. Apparently, I used them a lot more than I thought I did. But also, I had to get some water because I realized I had a little bit of a scratchy feeling in my throat. So, getting hydrated. You should also stay hydrated. It's good for you, especially when you're writing. Yeah. Right. Just setting up the next sprint so that I don't have to worry about it before we start. And yeah, basically just making things a bit easier for myself while I'm waiting for comments. Although I'm figuring that it's actually a bit busy today because I know there's another online event happening at the moment. So I'm not sure how many people are actually going to be watching and taking part this weekend. So we'll see. Let me just check if anyone is coming that I don't know about. Right, so I'll have to see what's going to be happening and go from there. Right, so I'm not seeing any comments coming in yet, so I'm not sure if it's a lag. But at any rate, let me know how you're doing if you are here. So at any rate, what I'll be doing now, it's not complete, it is in progress. So I'm basically just finishing that story. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 things that I need to do tonight. So I'm going to see how many I actually get done by the end of the evening. But yeah, so if you haven't yet, do drop me a comment and let me know. And yeah. Hello, welcome. I don't think we've met before because I think you're my first ever Periscope comment that's ever come in. So that is a special welcome to you. Thanks so much for dropping in. Sunday dying in, yeah, pretty much. It feels a bit like that at the moment. Yeah, I basically stream weekly, but a lot of times what happens is that we have big events in the writing community online on YouTube, and then it basically just yeah, the only time when everyone is available tends to be a Saturday. So unfortunately, it does happen that sometimes I have to compete for attention, which is a bit sad. But I'll survive. I will make it. But yeah, it's awesome to see you here, Nora. Nora, I think you pronounce it like that. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But thanks so much for dropping in. And Barbara's back. Hey, Barbara. I love your avatar. And just dropping by to like, so much appreciated. Thank you very much. I always like the likes because it means that I get to please the algorithm gods, and hopefully YouTube starts seeing my videos as a little bit more important, so that yeah, so that I get more recommendations. So it's always good. All right, so I think in the meantime, it's exactly past now, so I'm going to jump us into the next sprint. And yeah, see you guys in 15 minutes. I'm going to count down. And yeah, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and sprint. And time's up. Let me know how you did with your sprint. On my side, I finished up the story part that I wanted to post to Wattpad, and now I'm doing edits to the nonfiction story, or it's already a story, a nonfiction book that I have up there about writing advice. So I'm just basically editing some stuff for language and correcting errors and typos and things like that, with the idea of hopefully adding some new sections to that by the end of this year, which would be awesome. So yeah, that's basically what I'm busy with, but let me know what you're working on, because I'm seeing quite a few people watching. So what will you be doing during these sprints? And yeah, are you writing? Are you editing? Or doing something else? I'm always curious to know. And yeah, let me just see quickly. Oh, what I wanted to do is just get the timer ready for the next sprint, which is going to be one 20-minute sprint. And just get that down. There we go. All right. So I have one thing done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, actually, that's also done. So it's done. So it's 1, 2, 2 things done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things left to go. So the next thing I'm going to be working on for the next sprint will also be just doing the edits, and then I'll see how I feel about working on more edits, or whether I want to do more graphics work, which would be like a cover, or doing some layout work or something along those lines. Okay. Okay. Not seeing any comments coming in, so I'm not sure if anyone is sprinting. So please do leave me a comment in the chat if you have sprinted, and let me know how you did or what you're working on. But in the meantime, I'm just going to set up the next one, because it's a bit difficult to be talking to myself the whole time. So I'm really hoping that we get some chatty people soon, so that I don't have to keep figuring out what to talk to myself about. All right, so I'm going to, yeah, it's pretty much 10 minutes to the hour. So the next sprint is going to take us to 10 minutes past. We're almost halfway through the stream. And yeah, I'm going to count us down. So we just get all this set up. And okay, counting down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. And time's up. Let me know how you did. On my side, I finished one of the sections that I wanted to finish out of the two. So I'm working on the second one. I'm almost done with that one. So I'm making quite good progress in this stream. I'm pretty chuffed with myself. And see, Barbara said, I've got you streaming in the background. Busy day, birthday, and book release happening. Ooh, that's exciting. And happy birthday, or assuming that it is your birthday, happy birthday to you. And good luck with the book release. That is very, very important and major. And Ava's here. Hi, Ava. Welcome back. And Ava just said it. The little is napping and I'm tidying. Woo! Yay! Well, it's cool that the little is getting a nap. And it's also good that you're tidying up because tidying is also important. So it's nice to see you again. I missed you last week. And well, I missed almost everyone last week because I was mostly alone. It's me and Chandra, but I'm not sure if she's dropping in tonight. It would be nice if she does, but I'm not sure because I haven't seen a comment or anything from her that she is even online. So we'll have to see. All right, so let me just go and set up the 25-minute timer. All right, so I'm not sure. I'm assuming that nobody else is sprinting with me at the moment because the tidying that Ava is doing is also pretty much a sign of background music, or that she's probably using my video for background sounds. So I'm probably not going to get a response from either of the ladies. So I'm not sure. Oh wait, there is Ava actually. So Ava says, yeah, I'm trying to work without socializing more. The Mister was on vacation, so we had a massive list to finish, and of course didn't do enough of it. So I'm working today. Well, you know, it's nice to get that feeling. It's not always nice to do stuff like tidying, but I find that like doing stuff and just getting it done after some time is just as satisfying in its own strange way. It's just like very pleasing to know that it's something that you can cross off a list somewhere. All right. So And Eva also just said, I love a refreshed home. Yes, absolutely. Okay, so I'm going to jump straight into the next sprint so that we can get some even more tidying and book release things, and in my case, editing and formatting and graphic design things done. But yeah, then we can get going. I see Ava's just mentioning it's chilly, breezy weather, and the windows are open kind of day. Nice. And Ava says, fine, gosh, laugh at that. Yeah, I know, I'm cracking the whip at the moment. I'm like, go work, Ava, go work. Don't waste time. So that's I'm being a bossy lady today. All right, so I'm going to count us down, and then I will be back in 25 minutes. So let me just first have my reminder timer go off so that I know to come back in time for the timer to run out online. All right, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and see you guys later. Sprint. And time's up. So I hope you guys did well. Ava, how much tidying up did you manage to do? I want to know. Tell me all the things. On my side, I actually got quite a lot done. So I finished. I finished the edits to the nonfiction thing that I have up on Wattpad. So that's basically ready. And I shared an update with the people who follow me so that they can know to check things out. So that's basically done. Now I have 4 things left to do tonight. And of those 4, I'm basically doing the last main priority thing that I have to do today. So I'm pretty happy. And I actually got started on that during the previous sprint, so that was quite efficient of me. I'm very happy with that progress. So let's see. My timer started running without me. Ava says, I got the dining room vacuumed and some toys moved out into the garage. Next are the entry and kitchen floors. Woo! Well done. You're still making a lot of progress, so that's awesome. That is pretty great. And then Ava just said, Saturdays are supposed to be writing days. I have a client that has a short story contest going on this weekend. So I'm just cleaning and waiting / soundboarding with them today. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking about it because you did mention before that you want to make Saturdays your writing days. So I was wondering, but I do realize that practically speaking, life does have a way of getting in the way of writing. So I just kind of assumed that was kind of the case. But the short story contest sounds awesome. But on my side, what I'm, yeah, Ava just said, yes, it's the plan. Yeah, what do they say? God mocks those who make plans, right? So that's kind of the feeling sometimes is you plan to write, but it's the same with me. I was planning to write and I ended up spending 3 days recovering, no, 3 days with a migraine, 2 days recovering from a migraine, and one day basically being somewhat productive, and that was on Friday. But if the quick math would pretty much tell you that this is the first day all week that I haven't actually felt like I'm dealing with a headache or a fallout from having a headache. So yeah, it sucked, but and I also had to work on Friday, even though it's my day off. So that was also a little sad, but it's, yeah, it happens. I'm being nice to myself. So instead of worrying about how far behind I am, because I had like 40 things I had to do this week for my own writing stuff, and I just couldn't get to any of them because just, looking at a computer screen is painful as hell. So, I basically just sat down yesterday and I just went through it and rescheduled what I could, because I just realized that it's not even helpful if I'm going to punish myself with my own plans and try to feel, or not try to feel, but if I'm going to feel bad because I didn't do as much as I wanted to do, it's not productive. So I just kind of moved things around, and now I'm actually pretty happy with how much I'm getting done. So it's all about keeping things manageable, I found. But sometimes, like now, where you have to sit down and just get some cleaning stuff done and working with a client and so on, it's just necessary. Eva says, Friday and Saturday mornings are my plan for writing. Friday evening and for other admin things. Yeah, at the moment, I basically relaunched my writing brand. So at the moment, a lot of my writing time is actually going towards like pushing content through my social networks again so that I look like I'm alive, because the last time I've actually been regularly updating anything on social networks was like, I want to say 2016. So it's definitely something I need to do. So it's also just a bit a little crazy sometimes with my schedule to kind of just make things fit into what I need to do, because it's just something that I need to get back into a routine with. But I'm actually doing quite good on that front, but it's the migraine didn't help this week. And then Ava just also said, "Oof, migraines suck. Glad it's gone." Yeah, you and me both. That is definitely it's horrible to deal with that. So I'm really glad that it doesn't seem to be coming back. But I'm being careful, because sometimes what happens is, like, even now, I've got like this little ache behind my eyes that feels like if I spend too long, like too late into the night tonight with my computer, I'm probably going to feel a little bit. I'm going to hate myself in the mornings, if I can put it that way. So yeah, so I'm being nice to myself, and I'm just trying to listen to my own body and kind of, yeah, just paying attention and seeing that I don't push myself over the edge. Unfortunately, because of the migraine part, of what fell by the wayside was also my exercise. Because I had such a headache, I couldn't even call my dog loudly for him to actually come when I call him, because it literally felt like the moment I tried to project my voice, it literally felt like it bounced around on the inside of my skull. So that wasn't nice. So the idea of doing stuff like Pilates and slow sit-ups and slow push-ups and, well, let's face it, literally anything that wasn't being curled up in a fetal position, it was pretty much a little like a step too far. So just the fact that I know that I got my contract work done is still a victory for me. Ava just said, feel free to message me on social if you ever want some accountability without a stream. Even when I'm not writing, I use my office as my quiet space for moments away from motherhood. That's awesome. I will definitely do that. I think I do follow you. Yeah, we do follow each other on Instagram, so I'll just drop a message every now and then. But that would be awesome. So, but I have to say, at the moment, I'm trying to be a bit more accountable to myself by having I have a dedicated um, thing where I actually have everything planned out that I need to do. But so I do have kind of an accountability thing, but I'm also being nice to myself, because I do have a tendency to overload. So I kind of go, yeah, I can handle everything, all of this at the same time, and then basically I freak myself out. So it's a cycle. I'm trying to break that cycle, but I'll definitely. It might be good to have some company on occasion. And then just Ava saying, "Ouch," about the headache. Yeah, it wasn't pleasant at all. Okay, so, but I digress. Um, Ava says, I'm trying to get to a point of organization with my time and tasks. It seems daunting. It does, but you know what? I've got to show you what I'm doing. So I'm going to stop sharing so that I can share another screen. So what I actually do, I use Trello. So maybe you might find that helpful as well. Please ignore all the red things that say that they are past deadline, because that is a thing. So basically, this is my Trello. That is my dedicated plan for everything. So it's both publishing and communications, which means that because the two are so intertwined for me that it's really difficult to separate them. So I just decided, you know what, I'm just actually going to put both on the same schedule, that I can keep everything in mind and see it together. And the nice thing about this is that I actually have like a calendar view where I can just click a button and voila, it actually tells me on what days I need to do what and what I need to publish and so on and so forth. So yeah, so that's literally what I do. I can also do it by week so that it looks like that. But yeah, I find this really helpful, and it helps me actually visualize what I need to do. And it's so satisfying to actually move things to the complete thing. But I also have to just not to be bragging, but I mean, look at how much I've done this month so far. It's actually so much. I'm actually quite happy with my progress because I actually did a lot of stuff that I didn't even know if I would be able to just put everything together in my communications implementation. So I'm so happy to see how much I've been getting done. Unfortunately, what I feel is still not quite fitting in is I'm spending a lot of time now just getting all this stuff sorted out. All this stuff sorted out. There we go. My mouth wants to just make sounds now. Um, so I've been spending so much time doing all this that it's feeling a little bit like I haven't been able to work on book 3 as much. But at the same time, what I'm trying to do is get into like a routine and just getting all this admin stuff done so that I can focus on book 3 for Nano. So that's basically my plan. And yeah, so now I'm going to stop sharing, and those 4 things, the one that's in progress and the to do today thing, that's actually the things that I'm working on tonight. So lots and lots of stuff. Lots and lots of stuff. So Ava says, ooh, that does look pretty. Yeah, I like pretty things. That's why it actually says that on my Instagram. I'm a genre writer and lover of pretty things because I like pretty. And Ava just said the colors are fun. I want colors. Yes, absolutely. I actually and those colors actually everything is actually color coded. So a lot of that has to do like with, is it going to Facebook and is it going to Instagram and whatever, so that I can tell, for example, if I don't know what I want to do for, let's say, do I want to do this graphic or do I want to do that graphic? I will actually look at how many labels I have, because if I have like 4 labels for the one graphic, I'll just do that one first, because that actually means that I'm going to be using that graphic for more things, which means it's actually more impactful if I actually did that with my time. So it's actually quite a handy way. It's a handy system that I have established for myself there. And Ava says, I want a long list of things done. I know. It is actually, I felt like that too last month, and that's kind of, so I'm actually so happy to see. And the thing is, and I have to mention this, that's not my only list that I'm doing. That's just my communication stuff. So I've got one for my life stuff as well, and I'm actually kicking butt on that one as well. So I'm actually really kicking butt on all fronts this month, which is making me feel so happy. It's a great feeling. Ava says, I'm a play with that and backdate to this morning. Today has been a big day. Well, absolutely. You should do that. Now, why, oh, why? There we go. Ava says, yes, I already know I need one for home, business, and writing. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I've actually, I have one for, I have multiple ones. It's actually a little addictive, but I have one for just the general, all my more goal stuff. So in a sense, because I basically what I did was I set, I think it was 7 goals for the next 5 years, and then I broke them down into yearly goals, and then quarterly goals, monthly goals, weekly goals, and then daily to-do lists, because that kind of helps me see that I'm actually not wasting my time. Because if I set something on a task list, it actually means it actually does mean that it goes yeah, any small, even if I do like a small thing that's related to something else, it actually means there's a chain from what I'm doing right now and what I want to achieve 5 years from now, which is actually quite a nice way of doing things, because it actually makes me feel like I'm not wasting time, and I know that I'm using my time as efficiently as possible. So in that aspect, I like that system. and that's my life one. And then that actually also includes writing stuff. But then what I found was the writing stuff was not as specific. So for a reason, because it's very hard when your life is a little bit crazy like mine is at the moment to set very specific goals for writing, because then what happens is it's a little bit just too much to actually do. So as a result of that, now that I'm starting to get that under control, I just found it's going to be a lot easier for me to just have a separate list. So I have one for life. I have the comms and writing, actually not the writing, it's more the publishing side of it. But it does imply that I have to write to achieve the publishing stuff. And then I have one for my freelance stuff in general, and then a specific one for my biggest contract, because that is just as involved. And in fact, the one that I showed for my own stuff is actually based on the one that I created for my communications contract, because it just helps me stay on top of everything. Otherwise, I forget stuff because there's so much happening. So that's basically why I do it. It's a task list, it's a reminder list, and it helps me basically see what I'm doing with my time right now that's actually building towards the future. So that's pretty much my thing. It's my bag. I'm a very goal-driven person, but it has to be. I don't like pie in the sky goals. I actually like goals that I've worked down into what can I do right now to achieve something 5 years from now. So that's my thing. And then Ava says, a little addictive, just my style. Oh yeah, I think honestly, I think you're going to love it if you try Trello out. It's so awesome. I love it. I've been using it for let me think. Yeah, since late 2018, 2016 already. I've used it and it's awesome. And I should mention that thing that I showed you, that's the free version. So it's free and it is brilliant. It actually also has stuff like checklists and color coding, and you have like a power up where you can pick like one thing that you can put extra onto that to make it even more useful to your like system. And it integrates with Gmail, which I use a lot for my contract work. And yeah, it's awesome. I love it. 2 bits. I am a complete and utter Trello fanatic. Anyway, I am digressing so bad right now. I am derailing myself. So let me just do myself a favor and set up my timer again so that we can do that thing. I'm going to set it up for 20 minutes because I've spent so much time talking that I don't think a 25-minute sprint is going to be a very, very realistic thing. Okay, let me just. There we go. All right, so Ava's saying back to work. Yes, back to work for both of us. We are spending more time talking than doing things, and we need to do things. Okay, so I am going to set us up now, and then I will see you in 20 minutes. And let me just set up my reminder, and then I'm going to count down. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. And time's up. Let me know how you did. On my side, I got a little distracted. So that was probably not the best thing, but um, I've been editing my ghost story for that story fest that I've been mentioning that I want to do, or that I am doing. So I'm basically working on that so that I can start recording and editing the video. But I also want to format it as a story that I'm going to be sharing on my Patreon to my patrons. So uh, yeah, that's basically what I'm working at the moment. But I keep wanting to find an image for the video of the house because I cannot seem to find something that feels like I can use it, but because it's the house has a strange layout, so it's a bit like I feel like I need to show it for the video for it to make sense, but I'm not sure because yeah, it's going to be difficult for me to do. I can't really find yeah, I can't really find a good replacement, which makes it even more complicated. So, but I'll figure something out, I'm sure. We're almost done. So we are now past halfway, and now we only have 3 more sprints left. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm not sure. I'm assuming that Ava actually got sucked right back into her tidying up work, so she might not actually have a chance to respond to me right now. Dilemma, dilemma. Do I wait or do I actually go on? I think I'm just going to jump right into the next one. So, yep, let's do that. So I'm going to set up the next sprint and count us down. And yeah, then I'll be back in 15 minutes. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. And time's up. How did you do? Ava just said while I was sprinting, I missed the end of that one. Huh? Yeah, you did. You did. And just got the kitchen floors done and the entry, the little is awake and daddy is home too. Cool. Nice, nice, nice. You're making progress. On my side, I got distracted again. So, woo, yay me. And yeah, so I've got 2 more sprints left. Where do I think I swallowed some air for some reason. So I'm still looking for a photo that I can use, but I'm thinking I should just close that tab so that I can finish the thing that I'm supposed to finish, which is to say the edit, so that I can record the video tomorrow. It's actually not video. It's I want to do the video must be like more animated and photos and stuff, so it's going to be actually be more more of a yeah, more animated and stuff, but I need to record the voiceover. So for that to happen, I need to finish editing the book. So yeah, I'm going to do that in the next 2 sprints because I only need like 15 minutes, I think. I've already gone over this like twice already, and I think it's pretty much ready to go. And then Ava just says, I opened Trello for the rest of the sprint, looking around. Nice, good, good, good. And then also saying my office, putting away some laundry and rearranging some couches are left. Then I'll do a shower and get cozy. Edit this piece if she's ready for me to play or ready for me to or play with Trello. And nice. Very good. Well, it sounds like you're actually getting quite a lot done. So let's see how much we can do. We only have like 15 minutes worth of sprints left. So let's see how it's like power sprinting time. We need to get this done. All right, so I'm going to count us down. Let me just set up the correct timer. Find it first. All right, so let me do that. Okay, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. and time's up. So I actually finally got myself back on track. So I, yeah, making progress, but it took me a lot longer than I would like to admit to actually get myself focused again. So I'm going to probably end up having to do these edits tomorrow because my brain does not really want to focus on this right now. But fortunately for me, it's almost time for me to settle in because it's the last sprint. So let me just go set up that sprint. Okay, so that's ready. And during the sprint Ava just mentioned, I get the most done when I want a lazy Sunday, and I'm trying to make Sundays reading days. You and me both. I'm also trying to read more, but and I think that Sundays should be reading days, but I haven't really been able to settle into that yet. But I'm hoping to do that for the rest of the year because that would be awesome. We'll have to see how it goes because at the moment, uh, the best laid plans sometimes fail me, so we'll have to see. All right, so let me just see if anything came in. All right, so I'm assuming that Ava's busy with her stuff again, so I'm going to jump straight back into the next sprint again. And yeah, so I will be back in 5 minutes. Counting down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. And time's up. So that was the final sprint. That last one always goes so quickly. Eva during the sprint says couches have to wait until after dinner, so now I'm in the office finishing it up, I guess. I don't know how it gets messy in here. Well, I don't know, but where I work is always messy as well. I don't know how I manage it, but somehow I find a way. I really do. So yeah, let me just make things a bit cleared up here. That's basically it, guys. On my side, I did do a little bit more editing, but I think I want to do a bit more. So I'm just going to leave myself a comment tomorrow, or either tomorrow or Monday. That's sorted. And yeah, other than that, let me start signing off and see if Ava has any updates on her progress since the sprint's finished. But just let me get all that signed up or set up. So, okay. So first things first, I want to say thanks to everyone who's been watching, both live and hopefully in playback later on. Thanks so much. And thanks to everyone who has subscribed lately and who has been hitting play. Oh, not play. Has been hitting like. It's bedtime. I need to go get some sleep. Nothing wrong with my head this time of night. Anyway, so I want to say thanks to everyone who has been stopping by and hitting like and subscribing and all those things. If you haven't yet, I would appreciate if you would do that now, because yeah, just helps my channel grow. And then but the people watching live have both done this, so I know that's fine. But if you're watching this on playback and all that stuff, just hit the button. That would be good. I have a Ghostly Encounters story fest running at the moment, which is basically, I want to hear ghost stories for this time of the year. So I'm writing one that I'm going to be doing a video for on YouTube, but I know that it's a bit of a difficult time of year. So you can literally post anywhere if you want to take part, even, if you want to do it as an Instagram thing, you can do that as well. It doesn't matter. Just share using the hashtag Ghostly Encounters so that other people can find you. And then the other kind of just semi-rule for this is that if you do take part, please do go visit at least some of the people who have been posting on the network of your choice and say hi and leave a comment to just kind of show a bit of appreciation, and yeah, so that you guys can meet each other. Let's just see, I'm seeing comments. Let's see. Ava just also saying, I'm excited to figure out trailer now. Thanks. You're welcome, and good luck with that. It's it's very flexible, so you should be able to figure something out. Ava says, no updates, but this next week is my preparing to write next Saturday. Nice. Hit the button. Yes, please. And ooh, love the graphic. Thanks so much. And sounds fun. Also, thanks so much. Yeah, I should also mention that with regards to this Rockfest, you can find more details as well as where you can find the banner by just visiting my social networks. Also, the banner, if you want to share or whatever, is in the description, so you can actually just go find it there. But otherwise, go check out my social networks. Goodness gracious, this is so cool. Let's try that so that you can actually see most of my face. There we go. So these are all of my social networking channels that I have. I'm currently active on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Patreon. These are all the web addresses. So if you haven't followed me there yet and you would like to, please do. And yeah, say hi. And yeah, other than that, that's basically my story. One exciting thing happening, let me just put that back up. One exciting thing that is happening at the moment is that I'm busy gearing up to update my War of Six Crowns series. So if you want to go check out the new covers, go to patreon.com/Mishageric. It is a free post, so I am not expecting anyone to actually pay a subscription to go look at them. But yeah, anyway, I think they look awesome, but it would be nice to have some feedback, so please do feel free to go check those out. And yeah, they will be updated at some stage. I'm hoping to get that done by end of next month. So if you want the old covers, which is to say the ones with the swords on, now's a good time to get the paperback, because I'm pretty sure if I update the covers for the ebooks that they will update everywhere. So yeah, limited time only. This is the time if you want the sword covers. But other than that, that's basically my story for now. Yeah, thanks again for watching, and I will be back next time, same time, same place, 6 p.m. South African time on Saturdays, which is to say noon Eastern Standard Time. And yeah, and stay healthy, hydrate, back up your work. What else? Yeah, I'll see you guys next week, hopefully. And Ava just said, "Ooh, nice, I'll check them out. And thanks for hosting, Misha. Have a great rest of your night. Message me sometime." I definitely will. Even now, I'll just send you a PM just so that we get in touch, because I think we follow each other, but I don't think I've been really active. And since I have been active, we haven't been in touch, I don't think. So I'll just get in touch a bit later. Cool. All right. So that's basically it. Thanks again for watching, and see you soon.